Hi po, good afternoon po. So why don't we start? Okay, so let me just share the screen. So what we'll do for today po is to solve some problems which are related dun sa mga guidelines na provide natin from the previous sessions. So one is related sa designing for restroom for male and female, and the other one is regarding food services. Okay po. So let's start with this one. So, double check ko lang po ha if I'm able to record this session. Okay, yep. Okay. So, let's say for example, magdi-design daw pa tayo ng restroom for an electronics manufacturing company that employs 285 employees. Okay. And then we need to assume that 40% of those are male. And of course, separation between male and female restrooms are needed. At least one-third of all the water closets are to be sized for handicapped access. Okay po. And then with the area of 15 square feet ang kada isang water closet na yon. Okay? And then a space must be allotted for cots, or ito po yung bed for dun sa babae. And then urinals, entrances, and sinks, or yung mga lavatories natin. And what our goal here is to to determine what is the minimum allowable total space for each of the restrooms. Okay. So ngayon kailangan muna nating malaman ilan po yung lalaki, ilan po yung babae. So nakalagay po dito ay 285 employees. Imo-multiply daw po natin sa 40%. So I think that results to okay, 285 multiplied by 0.4. So about 114 po ay lalaki. So ibig sabihin, ilan po yung babae dito? So we have 171 females. Okay po. So, nalaman na natin ano daw po yung distribution ng lalaki sa babae ngayon. Let's have a design for male restroom. So, we'll be following yung mga guidelines na ito. Okay po, na provide natin or na-cover natin previously. So, nakalagay dito for planning, for space planning purposes, 12.5 square feet or 15 square feet should be allowed for each toilet. So for this case, it's 15 square feet daw po for handicapped access, one-third of all the water closets. And then 6 feet squared allocated for each urinal, for each sink, and then allocation allowance for of 60 square feet for bed, kada isang bed or kada isang cot for women's restroom. Okay, so unahin natin po yung for male restroom. So nakalagay naman po dito, ilan pong tao ilan po yung lalaki? 114. So titingnan natin muna ilan pong water closet or ilang stalls ang kailangan natin to meet that 114 employees. So nakalagay po dito 6. Malinaw? Ayan po, yung 6. Nakalagay naman po dun yung range. Sana nakikita nyo po. 117. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, kailangan ko po ng 6 stalls para sa lalaki. Okay? Or ito po, water closet or toilet. Okay. And then, nakalagay naman po dito, 1/3 daw po is for handicapped. So, 1/3 of those 6 ay for handicap. Ibig sabihin, dalawa. Tama po. Ibig sabihin, I need to. Okay, medyo shortcut na natin. For handicap. Na water closet. Okay, and then, ibig sabihin, okay. Okay po, nakalagay po dito, yung 1/3 na water closet ay for handicapped or size no, sa handicap. Okay po. And then, ayan, for the remaining, nakalagay din naman po dito, asan ba yun? Okay, hindi nakalagay dito. Ito po yung ating reference material. Nakalagay dito kasi yung last time. Ayan, so ito po yung nagiging pattern natin when we are designing for the restroom. Okay, pinaste ko kasi dun yung iba para mas madali na makita natin. Okay, so 1/3 of the 6, kailangan daw po natin ng 2 urinals. Okay? Okay. So, ayan po siya, 2 urinals yung kailangan natin. And then, yung remainder, which is 1/3, 1/3, ibig sabihin 1/3, ibig sabihin 2 po. Yung remainder is for standard stalls. Okay, bakit po ganyan? So kung mapapansin nyo, sa lalaki naman hindi siya lahat hindi unlike sa babae na puro stalls, kailangan may urinals din. Okay? So that's the reason kung bakit nilagay dito about 1/3 or yung remaining of that 6 stalls ay para sa urinals and para sa standard na water closet. Okay, or toilet. Okay. So ngayon, lagyan natin siya ng measurement. So 2 handicapped access na stalls. So siya ay, ito po, nakalagay po, 15 feet squared. So kailangan ko ng area for 30 feet squared sa kanya. Okay? And then for the urinals, nakalagay naman po dito, 6 feet squared po ang kailangan natin sa urinals. So 12 feet squared naman po dito. Okay? And then for standard stalls, ito po yung sa standard, 12.5. So times 12.5 feet squared. So that's result to 25 feet squared na needed for stalls. So kumbaga parang ganito yung itsura ng toilet or yung restroom. Okay? So meron ditong dalawa for handicap, dalawa for, sabihin natin ganito na lang. Or pwede naman dito sa kabila, walang problema. Okay, dalawa for standard stalls and then ito po yung urinals. Okay? Okay. And then, so na-address na natin yung urinals, yung entrance. Siyempre, isa lamang yung entrance para dun sa lalaki. So ano po ang measurement noon nung nilalagay nating entrance? Okay. Wala rin po nakalagay dito but normally that should our entrance should accommodate yung pinakamalaking possible na a-access sa kanya, which is i-address natin yung sa handicap. So ilagay natin 15 feet squared. Okay. And then sinks. Paano natin malalaman yung sinks? Ilan po ba yung lalaki? 114 to. 114. So dito po siya papatak. Ito po yung sa sink natin. So kailangan din po natin ng 6 na sinks na may area. Ano po ang area ng sink na nakalagay dito? 6 feet square din po. So that results sa 36 feet squared na area. So ano pa pong namimiss natin? So ito pong cots or yung bed natin ay pang babae lang po na restroom. Okay? So all in all, for male restroom, kailangan natin ng 30 plus 12. So we have 42 42 plus 40, 82, 82 plus 36. So we have 118 feet squared area needed for male restroom. Okay, so we're able to address all of this po. Area needed for. Okay, question po dito. Question po? Wala. Ngayon, puntahan po natin yung sa female naman po. Okay, so same computation po, lalagyan lang po natin ng bed or cots. So, i-erase ko lang to. Okay, so for female naman po tayo na restroom. Okay, so once again, we need 171. Tama po ba? 171 females po. Okay, and then for 171 females, dito po siya papatak. Okay, so kailangan po natin ng 7 stalls. And then 1/3 daw po of all stalls should be for handicap. So that's about, this is 2.333, tama? Or ilagay na lang natin na 3 for handicapped. Okay? Then i-multiply na po natin siya sa, or ilayo lang natin ng konti. So 3 po for handicapped. So i-multiply natin siya sa 15 feet squared. Ito po yan. Okay, 3 by 5 feet. Okay. Ngayon, ano pa po for the remainder? So ilan po yung remaining stalls na kailangan? Kung 7 siya, nagamit ko na ang 3 for handicap. Ibig sabihin, standard po yung sa 4. Unlike sa lalaki, nangangailangan ng urinals or about half of the remaining ay dapat urinals. Dito naman po, syempre lahat ay standard stall. So i-multiply po natin siya sa standard stall for 12.5 feet squared. Okay? Okay. Ngayon, ano pa yung kailangan natin? So, na-address na natin for handicapped access, space allotted for cots or bed. Ilagay na natin bed. Hindi masyadong familiar yung cot eh. So, for bed, syempre isang bed lang yan yung kailangan. Ayan, space allowance of 60 feet squared. So, one bed, i-multiply natin sa 60 feet squared. Okay? Then urinals, wala namang urinals ang babae. For the entrance, yung pinakamalaking pwedeng mag-enter din po. So which is designed for handicap. So ilagay na po natin 15 feet squared. Okay? And then, ano pang na-miss natin? So entrances, sinks, lavatories. So lavatory, ilan po yung babae? 171. So dito po siya. Kailangan po natin ng 8. So kailangan ko ng 8 sink. Ang isang sink ay nangangailangan ng 6 feet. Ayun po. 1 sink is to 6 feet squared. So, ayan. So, malalaman na natin yung total minimum space for female. Okay, which is, ano to, 30 plus 60. We have 90 plus 12.5. And, sorry, 4. Sorry, may na-miss tayo. Kailangan palang i-total muna to. 3 times 15, we have 45. 45 feet squared, 4 times. So we have 60 feet squared. 60 feet squared, entrance 15 feet squared, 8 times 6. We have 48 feet squared. So 60, 60 plus 60, 180, 180 plus 48. We have 218, kung hindi ako nagkamali. 218 feet squared yung kailangan natin for female restroom. So all in all, 118 plus 218, kailangan natin ng about 336 feet squared of area allocated for restroom. Okay? Question po. Nakuha? So, yun po yung paggamit dito sa mga table na ito. Okay? Ganun po gamitin. Yung table na ito, kailangan mo yung hanapin yung ilan po yung distribution ng lalaki sa babae, ano po yung other considerations for handicap, and then ano pa yung mga nakalagay na item dun sa ating restroom or kailangan ma-consider na facility dun sa ating restroom. So, question po. Question? Wala naman po. So, kung wala pong question, siguro ilagay natin to as one of the assignment din po natin. Yan. Okay. Sa facilities, para may solving tayo. Okay, and then I'll just add the few items here. Okay, so not given. Ito kasi nagka-problem ako sa internet nito eh. Delete, okay. 24. So add tayo ng SE for restroom design. Okay, allow late. And then deadline is set natin 9. Set natin 21. Okay. And then I'll just copy. Ito pong ating nilagay dito. And then itong book i-attach ko din po para may reference din kayo. Okay, and then papalitan ko na po dito nung ibang item. Ito na lang ang ating palitan for 400 employees. Yes po. Yep. Yes. Sa babae po, yun po yung minimum requirement. Na isa lang pong bed. Yung iba nga wala pa halos. Pero ito po yung standard na nilagay po nila. So isang bed lang po for women's restroom. Okay, regardless of kung gaano kadaming employees. Okay? Ayan, yun din po yung nakalagay dito. So hanapin natin yung cut. Oh, sorry. Ayan, so okay, nevertheless, ipaprovide ko na lang yung book, So, pwede naman yung i-check, double check doon. So, I'll also be providing this one sa inyo as your reference. Wala po. Wala po tayong ilalagay doon kasi pambabae po yun. Yung iba nga, di ba, urinals ang sa lalaki. Yun na yung difference. Cots and hindi ko rin alam kung paano ba siya basahin. Pero bed, parang may bed daw doon na kailangang ilagay for babae. I think sa mga bata, I think yun yung reason. Patungan ng gamit, patungan ng bata. Yes po. Okay. Okay po. So, nagets naman to. So, again, our goal lang is to make use of this table. So, ipipaste ko lang siya. Ayaw niyang mag-paste. Okay. Saan ko ba ilagay? So, desktop na lang. Okay. And then, ipipaste ko lang po dito. Saglit lang po. 111. Asan ka? 111. Refresh. Ito. Hold on. Okay, so any question po? Any other question regarding the restroom design? So again, I'll be providing a book here for your reference. For reference. Yeah, attach ko lang. Ayan, pinost na rin naman natin tong book na to long time ago or nung sa first part na. Okay, well, it is still working. Okay po. So, let's proceed dun sa second part natin, which is this time design naman po for canteen. Okay, for food service design. So, let's say for example, ito po, an industrial company is intended in providing an on-site food service for its 400 employees. To maintain production near steady state or in equilibrium, walang problema, overlapping lunch shifts will serve 100 employees each shift. Okay? So 100 employees kada shift daw po. A cafeteria will be required for seating, but options are needed for both a vending machine and a catering approach. So we have to answer the following question. Ano daw po yung minimum time required to serve all employees for a single meal? Okay, so magre-refer po tayo dito. 400 employees, 100 employees kada shift. And then kung titingnan natin yung note dito, if a 30-minute break meal is planned, dining shifts as follow in table 4.3, ito po, may begin every 20 minutes. Ibig sabihin, ayan, pwede na po siya mag-start. Halimbawa, the beginning of lunch break is at 11:30 p.m. They'll be able to find seat by 11:40 and then end yung lunch break nila by 12 noon. Okay? So in a like manner, if a 45-minute break is planned, shift may begin every 30 minutes. Okay. So hindi lang malinaw na naka-state dito, pero dito po nangyayari yung mga overlapping. Okay. So, for example, ilang bang shift ito? So, kung kailangan natin ng 100 employees kada shift, ibig sabihin, and we have 400 employees, meron tayong 4 na shift. So, hanapin muna natin yung time needed to serve all employees in a single meal. Okay? So, lagay natin dito yung shift 1, shift 2, shift 3, shift 4. Okay. And then para siyang mag-Gantt chart tayo. Okay. Siyempre mag-start sa 0. Ilan natin start sa 0? Ilan pong oras yung kanilang break? Naka-state ba dito? Wala naman po ano. So, let's consider, yun nga, minimum naman. So, let's consider a 30-minute break. So, kung 30, so 30, matatapos siya sa 30 minutes. Okay? So, this one is for the first shift. Okay? Ngayon, second shift. Pwede daw pong mag-begin every 20 minutes. So, parang ganito ang mangyayari. May overlap na mangyayari. So, dito yung 20 minutes. So, 30 minutes yung break. So, kailan matatapos? Yung second shift. So, 20 plus 30, we have 50. So, sa 50th minute, ito na yung oras ng pagkain nung second shift. Okay? Then, for the third shift, mag-start ulit 10 minutes earlier or every 20 minutes. So we have 40. Ayun po, 20, 40, and then 60. Every 20 minutes. And then, kung nag-start siya ng 40, tapos niya ay 70. Okay? And then for the shift 4, ayan, sorry, mali-mali na ang kulay. Every 20 minutes, so 20, 40, 60. So mag-start siya ng 60th. And then, matatapos siya ng 90. Okay? Ibig sabihin, we'll need a total of 90 minutes to serve all employees, sabihin natin during lunch. Okay. So questions for this one. Ito po yung ibig sabihin that they may begin every 20 minutes. Ayun po yung 20, then 40, then 60. Okay? So may mga tinatawag tayong overlapping dito. So kung titingnan natin, ayun, lagyan lang natin ng konting kulay para sa dito po. Kung kailan kukuha, magbibigin, getting the food, and then nakaupo at kakain. So sabihin natin ito po yung getting the food. Sorry, sabihin natin ito. So we have 10 minutes for getting the food and then 20 minutes for eating. Similarly, ito, nakapila pa lang sila getting the food for 10 minutes, getting the food for 10 minutes, getting the food for 10 minutes, and then saka sila kakain for the remaining 20 minutes. Okay? Yan po yung ibig sabihin yan. Questions? Okay? Question po? Pero sa ngayon, I think mas followed to ngayon. Kasi ang goal ng company, especially sa ngayong may COVID, is yun nga, physical distancing. So, mas kokonti dapat yung time or yung duration ng pagkain nila ng lunch. Mabilisan lang. Sa amin po, parang 20 minutes lang yung kain. And then, kailangan mo nang humanap ng lugar kung saan ka pwedeng magpahinga. Okay? Okay po. So, questions po about the first question? Okay. So, seems walang question. So, let me just duplicate it. Okay. And then, proceed tayo dito. I-erase ko lang to. Okay. So, for the second item naman po, our goal is so, mayroon nga po pala tayo ditong tatlong ways to design for the cafeteria. One is, or to design for your food service. The first one is using vending machine, then another one is serving line, and then full kitchen. So serving line, it may be a cafeteria plus a vending machine. So yung po, na-discuss naman natin yung previously. Pero tingnan natin itong second item, which is ano daw po yung minimum space needed for a vending machine service. So nakalagay naman po dito, for space planning purposes, 1 feet squared per person should be allowed for the vending machine area based on the maximum number of persons eating at a time. Okay, so ilan po ang sabay-sabay na kumain for shift 100? So ilagay natin minimum space for vending machine. So at a time, ilan pong tao yung kumakain at same point of time? So we have 100 employees kada shift. Then, i-multiply po natin sa kailangang space, 1 feet squared or 1 foot squared per person should be allowed for the vending area. So, 1 foot squared per employee. So, cancel si employee. So, kailangan natin ng a total of 100 feet squared as a minimum space for the vending machine. Okay, again, using this guide. Okay. Second, serving line service daw po. Okay, so sa serving line service, kailangan nating ma-determine ilan pong serving lines yung kailangan natin given yung number of shift natin, given the number of employees na kailangan, may serve natin per minute. So, dito po, ayan, so nakalagay naman po dito, a typical industrial serving line requires 300 feet squared and can serve 7 employees per minute. Okay? Okay, and then may na-miss tayo dito na isa pang statement. So, balikan lang natin yung book. Serving line. Okay. Kasi may mahalagang kailangan masulat natin yung calculation niya. Okay. Yun, nakuha na natin. Hindi ko kasi na-paste dito yung, okay, ito. So sabi nga daw dito, ang food service requirements may be satisfied using the following alternatives. So when vending machine and cafeteria, serving line and cafeteria, full kitchen and cafeteria. So nandito na po tayo sa part na to regarding serving line and cafeteria. Okay. Okay. Asa na yun? Okay. Serving line. Hindi ko makita. Ayun. Okay. So ito po yung example ng ating serving line. Ayan. Okay. Then ito po yung atin kaninang nalagay na statement. So it is most flexible for on-site food service alternatives. Employees not wishing to purchase their food, typically for ganyan. And if serving lines or full kitchens are provided for space planning purposes, 1 foot squared per person should be allowed for a vending machine, which is yun nga po, nasabi naman natin kanina. And then if there are 200 people, a serving line is feasible alternative, which is tama naman po dito. We have 400 employees. And then the advantage is yan. Then ito po yung square foot needed per person. Okay. Okay, may nawalang page dito. 154. Okay, hindi lang nakita. Sige, okay lang. So, nandito naman yung formula. So, we have minimum space for serving machine daw po is equal. Ilalagay daw po natin yung 1/3. Ito po yung part ng formula natin. And then, number of shift or minutes per shift. So, we have 30 minutes per shift. Then, nakalagay naman po dito, 7 employees per minute. Again, this is to review ilang serving lines yung kailangan natin. Okay, and then i-multiply daw po natin sa ilan po yung kayang i-serve, which is 1 shift divided by 100 employees. So that results sa cancel si minutes, cancel si employees, cancel si shift. Iwan natin is to cancel. So 10 multiply, cancel si 0, 7, 3, 7 times 1. So 0.7. 0.7 or approximately 1 serving line ang kailangan natin. So isang serving line po lang po yung kailangan natin. And then since our goal is to determine ano po yung space needed, so we have 1 serving line, yung multiply natin kay sa kanyang, so a typical industrial serving line requires 300 feet. Okay, and then that equals to 300 feet squared na area allocated as minimum space for serving line service. Okay? So ito pong first part na to, ito po hindi ko lang makita dun sa book yung formula, pero nakalagay po 1/3 multiplied by the number of minutes per shift multiplied by the how much can be served per minute and then the number of employees kada shift. So that will give us the number of serving lines needed. And after that, malalaman na natin yung space needed, which is nakalagay naman po dito, kada isang serving line ay nagre-require ng 300 square feet of area. So ano pong itsura niya? Ito po. Okay, ito po yung serving line natin. So this, for our case, so this is 300 feet squared. Okay? Okay, next natin is minimum space for cafeteria. Cafeteria. So, ayan, may nakalagay naman po dito na ilang standards. So, square footage, allowance per person. And for this case, this is an industrial company. So, industrial company is minimum. Minimum po ang kailangan natin. So, 12 feet squared allowance per person. Okay? So, ilang tao po? Sorry. Ito ba yun? Okay, nawala. Okay, ilang tao po ba yung ma-accommodate natin or will design for 100 persons? Kasi po, yun po yung kada isang shift. Hindi naman kasi sabay-sabay na 400 employees yung ating ise-serve. So, after nito, malalaman na natin kung ilan po yung minimum area needed. So, we have 1,200 feet squared needed for a cafeteria as a minimum space. Okay? So again, these are just providing you samples kung ano bang approach or kung ano bang alternative ang ating gagamitin in case we're serving a company with 400 employees and then 100 employees kada isang shift. Okay? Question po? So again, ito po yung ibig sabihin po ng mga tables na naka-provide po dito. So pwede rin po full kitchen. So ilang meals po ang sineserve natin? 100. So that requires 500 square feet for full kitchen. So parang ganun din po yung ibig sabihin ito. Hindi lang nakalagay or hindi lang inas dito sa ating problem. Okay. So question po. So ito hindi ko na ito ilalagay as assignment. Tama na yung isa siguro. Ayan, for urinals. 400. Okay. Urinals and sinks. Okay. Question po. So itong book na to, ito yung ating naging reference. Okay? Ito yung problem. Okay po. Any other questions? Wala. Wala na po. Okay. So for next week, we'll be doing, ito topic na po natin is material handling. Pero ito po, iaasa ko po sa inyo. Hindi po reporting, pero you have to do, I think, you have to make a presentation po for 30 material handling equipment. Okay? Kasi gusto ko po kayo po yung makaalam ng bawat isa na to. Okay. So, what you have to do ay kagaya po ng papakita dito. Okay. So, ilalagay nyo lang po yung mga material handling equipment. Kung makakapag-paste po kayo ng video, better po. And then yung picture ng ating material handling equipment. Okay, kagaya nito, may video siya. Ayan, nakalagay naman siya dyan. Okay? So, 30 po ang kailangan natin. Question sa gagawin. So, nakalagay po yung video, yung itsura ng ating material handling equipment, and then yung description kung paano siya gamitin. Or yung functionality niya. Ito po ay gawin natin. So, set lang ako ng deadline dito. So, you may start preparing it. So, 21. Okay lang? 21 sana okay na to. Kasi hindi ko po i-discuss na yung material handling. Okay po. Siguro may enough time na kayo doon to work on it until 21. Okay po? Kaya medyo matagal. And then for next meeting, we'll be talking about yung saan na natin ilo-locate yung plant or yung ating facility na gagawin. So merong ilang computation doon, mga center of gravity, ilang weighted means, which are napakadali na naman din. Okay, so are there any other questions? Wala naman po. So ito po ay nakashare ha. You may just check na lang po yung binigay nating Jamboard link. Okay? Okay. Sorry, double check ko lang kasi pa copy yung binigay ko sa inyo. Sure pa yung copy? Hindi. Okay. Okay, so seems good. So I think that's all for today po. Salamat and have a great day ahead. Kunin ko lang po yung attendance before you log out. Okay po. So thank you po and have a great day. Paalam po.